Hello friends, I'm back. Another video I'm doing today is the books and Netflix tag. The original tag is by A Darker Shade of Whitney. I'll leave a link down below. And without further ado, I'm going to get started. So the first category is a book, or it's called Recently Watched, and the tag is the last book I finished reading. The last book I finished reading was Avatar: The Last Airbender Imbalance. I will be talking about this a lot this month because it's phenomenal, but I'm going to give you a little synopsis. If you watched Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra, this comic is starting to bridge and weave the two storylines together. Basically, Top's father is in charge of a company from what I got, the land that's going to become Republic City. And there's a lot of turmoil between benders and non-benders, which causes them to create a police force to kind of get rid of the criminals in the town. Also, another little nod, which I thought was really cool, Aang and Katara go onto an island that's in the bay that's not too far away from the land where the settlement is, that really blew up like in no time at all. From what I get or gather, it's going to become Air Temple Island, which I thought is really cool. Like, this is a comic book series that's connecting and weaving two of my favorite series together, and I'm so excited for it. I can't wait for March. So, yes. The book that I recently read was Avatar: Last Airbender Imbalance. And then, top picks. A book or books have been recommended to you based on what I've previously read. My friend Julian at work said I should read the Unwind series. And also, oddly enough, I had it sent to me in the mail when I did my Christmas Secret Santa on Goodreads in the group that I was in. So I was very thrilled that I got that book sent to me. So, Unwind by Neil Schusterman. Number 3, recently added. The book that I last bought. The book that I last bought was... I got Christmas money from my aunt and uncle, and I've been wanting to read this book for a while, and it's The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm going to be reading this for the biannual Bibliothon Winter Session 2019. I am so eager to get into this book, and I don't want to know much about it. I want to enjoy it very, very much, but I've heard only good things about it, and I'm excited. So, yes. Alright. Popular on Netflix. Books that everyone knows about, 2 that I've read, and 2 that I'm not interested in reading. I have Skyward here by Brandon Sanderson. It has been, ever since it came out in November of 2018, everybody has been exploding about it and raving about it. But it's an amazing story. I absolutely love it so much. I want to get to this and reread it very soon. And yes. Another book that I'll post right up there is The Woman in the Window. I love it. It was one of my favorite books of 2018. And I don't have my copy with me right now. One of my best friends is borrowing the book from me. I have to get back from her soon. So, The Woman in the Window. And two books I'm not interested in reading are both by Sarah J. Maas, and I'm gonna get frack for it, but I don't care. I don't like her writing style, but I have no interest in reading the Throne of Glass series or the Court of Thorns and Roses series. I'm sorry, whatever, I don't care. Yes, that's it. So, yeah. Comedies. A funny book that, just basically a funny book. So, the first book, I have 5 here. These books made me laugh out loud. Really laugh out loud. I couldn't contain my laughter. But the first one is A Midsummer's Night Dream by Shakespeare. I've had to read this multiple times in my school career, and it just gets better and better with every reread. It's a comedy written by him, and a person gets turned into an ass, which is hysterical, and there is a fairy going around just playing pranks on everybody, and it's hysterical, and if you haven't read it, you should. So, Midsummer's Night Dream. Another funny book is Yes Please by Amy Poehler. She is infinite. She's one of my favorite actresses. She's hysterical. She's been in a bunch of different things, most notably from Parks and Rec. She's Joy in what is it? I can't remember right now. I'm gonna post a photo right there. But yes, hysterical into her life. And the next book I'm going to mention is the series, is the Magician series. Every time the character Elliot had a chapter or was in the scenes, he just said something witty and funny and hysterical, and I just couldn't contain myself. Harry Potter, of course, whenever Harry is a snarky, sassy little person, he is hysterical. And the last book I have to mention is So Close to Being the Shit Y'all Don't Even Know. It's read by Retta. It's written by Retta. She is Donna in Parks and Rec. I just loved hearing her backstory. She just was hysterical, and she read her story very well, and I thought it was hysterical. So yes. And then dramas. Name a character that is a drama king or a drama queen. And the character I chose that's a drama king or queen is Quentin Clearwater from the Magician series. It's also a TV show, but he is very dramatic, and he's annoying as hell sometimes. And he was one of my least favorite characters in the story. The only time he gets better is when he's more grown up. But that's it for that tag. Number 7, animated. A book with cartoons in the cover. And I'm going to go with 2. I'm going to go with Saga. And I'm going to go with The Lost Adventures, Avatar: Last Airbender. And I know I must be a broken record by now that I talk about these series all the time, but they're just phenomenal. So, cartoon. Watch it again. I have 2 right now. I still have a bunch of series I want to get to. I like to reread books just so I like to feel how I felt when I read them the first time, but I want to finish or reread Avalon, the Web of Magic series. I have the whole series here of all 12 books with Circles in the Stream, All That Glitters, Cry of the Wolf, The Secret of the Unicorn, Spell Singer, Trial by Fire, Son of the Unicorns, All's in Fairy in Love and War, Wolf. Please excuse the condition of this book. I read it when I was very, very young, and I loved it. The Heart of Avalon, which is number, I don't even know, number 10. And then they changed the art style on me, which I hated, but oh well. And then book 11, Dark Mage, and Full Circle, which is the conclusion to the story. And then I want to reread Skyward. Such a big surprise, but I love this story. I want to go back into it. I cannot wait for book 2 to come out. So there's that. Documentaries. Alrighty, hold on a sec. Let me just grab this book. Okay. Alright. Non-fiction book I'd recommend to everybody. I'd recommend A Life in Parts by Bryan Cranston. Just look at that on the back. Bryan Cranston is one of my favorite authors, and his storytelling is wonderful. Maybe it's just because I love Breaking Bad so much. I really don't know. But it's a quick read, and I listened to it in the audiobook through my Overdrive app. And when I finished this book, I listened to it another time. And I almost listened to it a third time. But my time ran out on my Overdrive like takeout session, and I just didn't want to wait for it because it was on hold. But I went and picked up the book from Barnes & Noble, and I read it a third time. And I don't know what it is. I love his story, and I suggest everybody should read it if you're a big fan of Breaking Bad and all of the works that Bryan Cranston has been in. So, yes, A Life in Parts. Then, number 10, name a book that is an action-packed book. First and foremost, I'm going to go with Avalon Web of Magic series. This is the final book in the series, but they're on they're trying to find the home of all magic and fighting a war currently and all that stuff. I'm not going to spoil too much. And of course, no big surprise, Skyward. But this is a war-stricken world where humans or humanity is fighting an alien race, and pilots are revered as like a doctor or something. Like, they're very high on the list. Like, they're up there. Like, they get a lot of respect and stuff. And yes, just every time like you open up this book, there's just something else happening, and it just keeps going and going and going. And the world building is phenomenal, and the story is phenomenal. And yes, Skyward. New releases. A book that just came out or will be coming out soon that you can't wait to read. I'm going to refer you to my video, my most anticipated releases of 2019. Check it out. So there's that. And number 12 is Max. Tag some people. So I'm going to tag 5 people. I'm going to tag Karen from Karen Chronicles, my first friend that I made here on BookTube. So Karen, please check out this video. Please do it. I'd love to see your answers. I'm gonna tag Cindy from Read with Cindy. I recently came upon her channel. Her and I get along pretty well from what I can tell. She's hysterical. She's awesome. So I hope she does it. I'm gonna choose Average Joe Reads. I hope he does it. Because I haven't seen that you have done this tag yet. So, new buddy I made on BookTube. Also, I hope Books and Lala does it. I don't see that she did a tag like this. And then my new friend, hold on a sec. Hold on. The last person I tag on this list is Kanan S. She's a new friend that I made on BookTube also. And she has amazing content. She's such a sweetheart. And I hope you do this, everyone. And have a good night. Bye.